Papa was a rolling stone. Wherever he laid his hat was his home. And when he died, all he left us was alone. And that's fucked up. That girl thinks that she's so bad. Dun, 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 dun. That girl that she's so fine. She gon' blow your mind. Bum, 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 bum. That girl, she's so sweet. Mm, 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 mm. I don't even know if I'm wasting my time going live because the last one, I don't know what happened to it. I don't know, maybe I said the wrong thing. All these guidelines and rules. I don't even have no followers. Nobody is watching my page. I always say 0 when I come on here. So I don't know. I just be doing these videos just to put them out there. I do them for myself too as well. But look at this. Look at this. Oh. Oh no. Oh my God. Fuck it. Can't show everybody everything. Trying to spill my shit on the ground, man. On the counter. Dang, man. Damn, man. Perfectly good okra. Perfectly good slime food. Yeah. Y'all niggas think y'all slimes for real. Y'all niggas ain't slime for real. Let me cut it. Let me cut it. I'm eating this okra though. I wonder though, when you, damn, I can't say that. If you unalive somebody, does that make you God in that moment? You take somebody's life? I mean, like, stop it before it was gonna end naturally. You stopped it yourself. I don't know. I just wonder. Because I look at the culture and I see how, like, demonic, like, how crazy, like, the music industry is. And, especially rap. Look at that. The heart. See that right there? The heart. The heart of Christ. Heart of Christ. Heart of Christ. Okay. They glorify niggas, killing niggas. They glorify females being whores, being promiscuous. I mean, everybody glorify that. People love hoes for some reason. I mean, I used to be childish myself, you know what I'm saying? Doing my best to be mature these days, but you know, it's hard not to look at a hoe. You know what I'm saying? Their whole game is distraction. Their whole game is to grab your attention. You feel me? But yeah, that's what it takes, being disciplined. fighting a battle spiritually and mentally, because the devil is never going to look like the devil. The devil always going to disguise itself as a friend or somebody that's coming to offer you something. And in my opinion, in my experience, the Most High is not going to offer you. The Most High is about to take something away. So you strip it down, pull away, pull away, pull away. We take off all the extra. We take off all the static. We remove the static from the signal. We can hear clearly what's there. You cut out all the extra, take off all the fat. You can see the muscle. So you're removing the excess, you know. But if you don't have a place to be, if you don't have a home, a place to be, you're looking to take, you're looking to kill, and you're looking to just burn everything down and keep moving because you don't have anything. So how can you offer somebody something that isn't yours? Like, how do you even have these things? I always wonder that, like, why is it when we see artists, we see rappers and stuff like that, and they have all this jewelry and all this stuff, it's like, did they really, I wonder, like, did they really work for that? Because it's plenty talented brothers that, I don't know, they don't be having the funds. Some of them do, though. I don't know. I need to do some research. Maybe people finances don't be right or their mental don't be right. Because if we all this whole time chasing the dream to be a rapper, I remember like that's all I wanted to be at a younger point in my life as an artist. And that's because of two people. Well, I say three people. My mom, four people. My auntie, she was a rapper. One of the first rappers I met. My mom, my auntie, my mom was a teacher. Taught the students. They be rapping to them all day. My auntie, she was an artist. The first person I seen go in the studio, record music, and I could hear it like, dang, it's you. Um, when I was young, before I was listening, you know what I'm saying, to other artists and all that stuff. And then listening, and then listening to Tupac, seeing the effect that Tupac had, listening to Lauryn Hill, and seeing the effect that her music had. And then now I look at the industry and I don't know where to begin, man. I'm like, it's like I'm torn, bro, because I loved it so much. When you love something, you have a love for something, you don't want to let it go, but you have to let it go because then that's where it shows maturity and growth. But it's not like I created this industry, you know what I'm saying? Like white folks created the industry. You know what I'm saying? It was built on the energy of melanated people, but it's the white boys behind the scenes who basically started, record companies and stuff like that. And you got, a lot of black artists that start their own companies, but they usually are, connected to a white company. Which brings a question is that brings up the question of who is really representing the culture, who is really representing themselves, like truthfully. Like, are you representing who you are, like as a being? You know what I'm saying? As a person, whatever. I ain't even gonna get down to specifics, like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't about black, white, whatever you want to identify with or as. It's more so about your energy. And is your energy pure? Like, the stuff you're talking about, are you about it? You know what I'm saying? The life that you lead, does it show transparency? You know, like one thing I can respect a honest and a real person that's really doing what they feel in their heart, you know, like doing what they set out to do, despite what challenges you have. A lot of times, your biggest haters be the ones you be wanting to support you, but they be the ones who you're gonna be the first one to try to squash that shit. It be the people. Appreciate that. True shit. I appreciate that. Archangel. It be the people who you love, who you do your best to support any chance you get. But then when they get a chance to, they want to push you back down. And I think that's low key like fear. I think they're just afraid of your growth. I think people think when somebody else grows, it's gonna somehow make them shrink, which is a belief that people need to come up out of, a mindset that's just poverty. Because if it's abundance, which it is, God made this world abundant, right? We got all of this. So it's enough for you. It's enough for everyone. So why would you be afraid for somebody else to come up, especially if that's somebody that's close to you? Like, that's your people. Why you want to keep your people down? You know? Why you want to kill your people? You know what I'm saying? Are you getting an incentive for that? Are you getting paid to keep this person down? Is somebody behind the scenes breaking you off? Keep down your fellow brother, your fellow sister, your boy, your girl, your son, your daughter. People be hating on their own seed. It's really wicked out here. People be supporting random motherfuckers and be nicer and whatever. I see that as fake. I don't care. In this world, I understand you gotta have multiple personalities for different given situations. But people real deal have different personalities for their bullshit that they be trying to get off. Like, see me, I'm the same person, no matter what. You feel me? People definitely be holding others back, knowingly and unknowingly. I think some people just want others with them no matter what. Like how some can't stand being alone, while others like myself love it. Come on, man. Say that, man. Say that. Yes, bro. Yeah. That's a really good point right there. Bro. Okay. Alone, if you break the word down, it's all and one. You feel me? If you sit in silence long enough with your thoughts and your energy and everything, stuff just start coming to you. So much stuff, especially if you sober, especially if you clear, you know what I'm saying, your energy clean. You know what I'm saying? Like, just sit. You know what I'm saying? Don't eat for a little bit and just sit. You know what I'm saying? Drink some water, drink some juice, whatever, some real juice, hydrate your body, and just sit with yourself for a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You smoke a little bit, whatever you want to do. Like, just meditate. I'm not telling nobody what to do, but just sit and spend some time with yourself and all will be revealed. It's a lot of things that we got to deal with. I know I got shit I got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I got trauma that's inside of me that I got to deal with. It's times I cry, I don't even be knowing why I'm crying. But I appreciate that. That let me know that I'm still alive. You know what I'm saying? God is still working out energy in me. You know what I'm saying? It's like a release. It's like I'm not crying for no reason. That pain ain't in there for no reason. And then when it come to other people who always want to be around you, but don't really support you, they're kind of like, I don't want to call them parasites, but if you feeding off of somebody else's energy, but you don't feed into their energy, then that's parasitic behavior. You know what I mean? That's parasitic behavior because if you look at the sun gives off energy to everyone and everything, no matter what. You can cuss the sun out. You can say, man, the sun, this hot ass fuck nigga always shining light every time, every day. This nigga just shining light every day. How the fuck he keep coming out here? Excuse my, you know what I'm saying, my harshness, but I just gotta bring it like that. The sun be coming like that every day. It don't matter. And that's the mentality that it takes, you know what I'm saying, to come up out of a dark place, or come up out of a place where, you know, people are not used to being healed. People don't want to heal. People are friends with their trauma. You know what I'm saying? Then they be looking for other people to trauma bond with, or they be looking for, it's like, if you doing bad and I'm doing bad, I'm straight because you ain't doing no better than me. But that's a stupid ass mentality to have, because if you doing bad and I'm doing bad, we both doing bad. It's bad as fuck. Somebody need to be doing good around this bitch. You know what I'm saying? And then it need to be some motivation. Like, you shouldn't see somebody doing bad and like, okay, I'm straight. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know what I'm saying? You see somebody happy and then you try to bring that happiness down. Like, oh, turn that down a notch. Like, nah, let that person express themselves. Let people be happy. Or even if they sad or they mad, you have to allow that. Like, you know. But that comes back to knowing yourself. And the only way you're going to know yourself is to be spending time alone. That's facts, bro. During quarantine, when I was forced to be inside, I couldn't not be creative. I had constant creativity. That's true. That's true. Another thing that I noticed when I have constant creativity, okay, if I choose to stop eating for a while, you know what I'm saying? Say I'm gonna go on a fast, you know, water fast, juice fast, mind you, whatever. At first, it's kind of crazy because I'm so used to eating, so used to intaking, consuming. But then I take that break. Okay, that first day, second day, get to like the third day, it's like a rush of energy. You have so much energy because you want to know, like, okay, boom, I'm not like where I would be eating, I would be preparing food, I would be thinking about food. None of that is there. So it's just straight energy. So you have no choice but, okay, let's be creative. Let's be creative. Let's create something. So you go into creation mode. Everybody not like that. Everybody not, you know what I'm saying? People be looking for creations to take part of. People be looking for something that somebody else already put together so they can enjoy it. People looking for a movie to watch. You know what I'm saying? People looking for a game to play. Not a game they making up with their own mind and being creative. You know what I'm saying? And playing, having fun. They looking for something that was already made, like Grand Theft. You know what I'm saying? So they could just sit there and play the game all day. And it's like, it's fake progress because you moving forward on the game, but in real life, you sitting still. You know what I'm saying? Same thing for being online, watching videos and shit like that. If you're not gaining nothing from it, if you're not interacting, or the person is not pouring into you, you know what I'm saying? Whether they giving you money or giving you money on the spiritual realm, giving you energy, so you could take that and, you know what I'm saying, do what you got to do in your day. You know, take that and go where you need to go. People looking to be entertained. I'm not looking to be entertained. I don't want to be in no cage. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to live in a box. You know? If anything, I just want to expand, you know? Like, my mind is naturally expanding, like the universe is naturally expanding. So why would I limit myself or be around people with a limited vision? You know what I'm saying? That's just not loving myself properly. And if people don't want to love themselves fully, and people don't want to fully realize themselves or even walk that path, then I have to let them be. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're not gonna do, you're not gonna project your energy towards me, because I'm not gonna do that. I'm not telling nobody to do what I do. I don't look at nobody wrong. I'm not gonna judge anybody, but I am looking for action. Like, what action can I do? You know what I'm saying? And sometimes it ain't even about action. It's like, what can I not do? What I need to stop doing? You know what I'm saying? I don't need to participate in that right now. What bro said. That made me understand why people be behind bars, be hella creative. Yeah, I've been locked up before. And yeah, you know, you gotta use what you got. And it ain't just about being behind bars. It's people, we are creative, period. You know what I'm saying? People just got too many distractions and people just get weak. You know what I'm saying? Like, you too concerned about what everybody else doing that you ain't got nothing going on yourself. And people be all right with that. Because that's the culture now. I'm chewing, excuse me. But people be followers for real. I ain't no follower. But I'm not a leader either. So don't follow me. But I'm a speaker. I speak my mind. I'm also a listener. I listen. So when I come, I'm not coming just to just run my mouth. I'm coming because it's like a certain flow of energy that I appreciate about myself, and I'm gonna keep it going. So if I appreciate something good, I'm gonna also share it out to the world. You know what I'm saying? Because boom, 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 boom. Because if it's just me and it's just me, then you do feel a little, you can get lonely. But if it's me and it's you and it's you and it's you and it's you, you know what I'm saying? Even if we sprinkled out, we still connected, we still together, we still one, because we know what it means to get into that flow state. We know what it means to be creative. You know what I'm saying? If you take people from anywhere, any type of people, and take away their phones, like 99% of people these days be on their phone majority of the time. So if you take people away from their phones, you know what I'm saying? You take people away from the TV, take people, you know, away from their peers and stuff like that, their job, they just their stresses that, you know, we stress ourselves out. And then, you know, life and bills can be stressful too, I ain't gonna lie. But if we know how to remove ourselves from that, we have a safe place to go to, a place that we can meditate, or just a place to just be away from all of that. It's gonna be naturally creative. It don't have to be in a jail. But that shows how powerful people are. If you could be in a space that is not ideal to live in, you know what I'm saying? I don't live there. Like, you sleep right next to your toilet. You know what I'm saying? You brush your teeth right next to your toilet. You drink water out the faucet that's connected to your toilet. The toilet water, the faucet water, the same water. You know what I'm saying? Bath water, all the same water. Like, so I ain't complaining, because they could have locked the nigga up and motherfucking ain't no bath in that bitch. Ain't no food, ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta appreciate no matter what you have. Like, that's where that creative come in. Like, that's where, you know, that most high energy come in, because it's like making the best out of any situation and knowing it's not the situation that I'm in, it's not the circumstance that I'm in, it's me inside of this circle. It's me inside of this circle. So I'm gonna change my circumstances by me going inside myself and bringing my energy out and expanding. You know what I'm saying? And still going back into myself and expanding and expanding. People be searching for something to link to. Yeah, we gotta ground ourselves. You know, you don't want to get linked up with the wrong thing, because I done been there too. Definitely. And I done been. I mean, it's hard to say what's right and what's wrong, because when I was in a position where I was linked up with the wrong thing, like, everybody who I had known from my past was telling me I was with the wrong people. But in my heart, it didn't feel wrong. You know, it didn't feel wrong. Like, I guess everything, like the way you grew up and like society and people will tell you them ain't the right people to be around, whoop judging people and this, that, and the third. But I don't know. To me, while I was out there, it just felt like I was around a bunch of people who were a family, and it felt like niggas just was doing what they got to do to survive. And that's the realest thing ever. Like, that's what niggas need to be doing. Coming together, doing what you got to do to make it happen outside of, you know, trying to figure how to say this bestly. Nobody should give you the game plan. You should have a game plan. And then the people that you coming up with, y'all should be on the level to where y'all have a game plan and y'all like could talk to each other. You know what I'm saying? Like energetically, mentally, telepathically, that y'all just knowing like this what we need. So this one I'm finna go out here and whoop, do this, and this, bring this together, and we finna have this. Cause this is what we need. But who's thinking about what we need? Like who thinking about having land? You know what I'm saying? Who thinking about growing their own? Who's even, you know what I'm saying? Like literally not just thinking about it, but it's like doing it, like achieving it, being it. That's what I'm doing now. Expanding my name. I'm learning tattooing. Bruh, keep going. Whatever you're doing with that tattoo, go with that shit and go hard. Like, learn it all. You know, it's so much to tattooing different skins, different inks. You know what I'm saying? The history of tattooing, you know, why it even began. You know, I don't get tattoos now because knowledge be like good and bad, because like when you be learning, you don't be wanting to do wrong. So like I don't want to mark up my skin. Like I kind of still do, I ain't gonna lie, but I just don't want no poison. I don't want to poison myself, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't need them. You know what I'm saying? We only have this skin suit for however long. But I do support the culture, you know what I'm saying? I got a lot of tattoos, you know what I'm saying? I do want more, but am I gonna get more? Probably. I don't know. I can't say. I don't know what the future holds. But as of right now, I more so want to get my spiritual temple clean, aligned, and where it needs to be. So I'm getting my name out there and letting people know what I'm learning. That's what it is. That's what it's about, bro. Giving 100% of their time to distractions, and I hate that. Yeah, man. It's like, and what I kind of notice is like, I can't blame that person and I can't judge them. When people give 100% of their time to distraction, I have to think back. When I was doing the same thing, when I was giving my energy to distractions, I didn't think that I was doing it. You know what I'm saying? So people may not be aware that they're distracting themselves. And then on some level, people are aware and they don't want to, they don't, excuse me, they don't want that intimacy with God for real. They don't want to know the work that they got to do for real. Because I've been there too. You get to a point where you want to grow, so you don't care. You let go of whatever, let the chips fall, let everything fall how it's going to fall, because this is the direction I'm moving in. And if you're rocking with me for real, it's going to show. I don't have to say anything. People want to get to the graduation and, oh my God, my son graduated. Yeah. But the whole time you was fucking hating. You know what I'm saying? And then the proud father, the real proud father, he ain't got to say, that's my son. That's my son. Yeah. Niggas already know because this man been here the whole time. Been supporting you from jump. Real one. People just realize that at their own speed, I guess that's what he meant to say. We gotta let things work out the way they do work out. the way it does. Yes, true. Big facts. Big facts. Oh man, one of the toughest lessons I had to learn. Let things be. Like, stop always trying to tamper with it. Because with my sign or whatever, energy, whatever, however I was made, you know what I'm saying? It caused me to be tedious, to overthink. You know what I'm saying? I low key be wanting to control shit, knowing I can't control nobody. But I be like, I be feeling like the way I do it is right. And I be like wanting to tell people they do it this way. But you kind of just got to get it right yourself and maintain that rightness and that stableness, because it's going to be different for everyone else. So you can't, it's kind of like trying to tell somebody how to walk. You can't tell somebody, you can tell another person how to walk. They're going to walk how they walk. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell another person how to breathe. They're going to breathe the way that they breathe. You can walk and show how you walk. You can breathe and show the way that you have breathed your whole life and what it has brought you to. But you can't really tell somebody else how to walk or how to breathe. So what's today? The 16th? 9/16? Let me see if I can do something. That's crazy. I turned to this. I just turned to this page 211, right? 211, hold on. Page 211. And what it say is 436, right? So that's 2 4s, right? 2 4s. 436, hold on. 436. And then 211. 211. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 plus 1 is 4. 436 is the 4, right? The 3 and the 6 is 9, right? 9 plus 4 is 13. 13, 3, and 1 is 4. 4 and 4 is 8. 8 is the infinity symbol, right? Okay. Why? That means something? I don't know. But it's about death and rebirth. Death and rebirth. What life is about. Death is not a bad thing. Especially if we live in a place where you can see what's going on. So to me, it's like, what is going on the other side? If this was going on this side, and what's going on the side that we can't see? You know what I'm saying? And the only way to get there is through deep, deep, deep meditation, which is like damn near impossible to do in a society, or if you live in the city, they make it so hard. They like sleep deprivation. It's like the number one thing that they do, because you're busy, just busy, 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 busy. And then it's the noise. So it's hard to really tune in, tap in to the spiritual side of life. But when you die and you leave your body, I would that got to be serious. You know what I'm saying? There's got to be something going on in that realm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I never died before, but I just know like it's more to life, more life. But I do be hearing people say, after they die, like this, it's just over with. I feel like that's true for them. If they think that, then yeah, it probably is over with for you. But I don't have too many encounters. I don't have too many dreams. I had too many realizations to know life is not what it seems. What's your birthday, dude? Hey, this okra is busting. I only eat fruit. Stuff that got seeds in it. 721. 721, what year? That's 7 and 3. That's 10, which is 1. Put the numbers together. That's 1. Thank you, dog. See, I'm glad I ain't just putting that information out. You know what I'm saying? For no reason, I'm putting it out because it's just like part of my experience and shit. I ain't got nobody sponsoring me. You know what I'm saying? I had my YouTube for a while, but I haven't been consistent enough. So I just said, fuck it, man. Just like go hard, man. You never know, who you'll reach and who you'll be able to help. Cause that's really what I do it for. Despite what everybody else do, I do it to try to help somebody and try to show people, you know, like it's a way, bro. Like it's a way to get healthy. It's a way to tune into your higher self. You know what I'm saying? And it'd be tough, especially if you don't have no one around you that's doing the same thing, or you're coming out of addiction, coming out of some tough places. So it's helpful when you see it, somebody else doing it, and they going through it. So it's like motivation and encouragement. But I'm so glad that you're seeing them, man. That's what's up, man. Show somebody else, cause yeah, man. Anyways, that detox was, man. It didn't get as intense as it could have because I still was eating, throughout it, and I had a few things that, like, you're not supposed to eat sugar. I definitely had some sugar here and there, like that little lemonade got sugar in it. Little oatmeal and shit like that I had here and there had sugar in it. You feel me? It's not like I was eating sugar every day. But yeah. Let me add this up right quick. So that's 10, and then the 1989. That's 9 and 1. That's 10. Again, 10 plus 8 is 18, which is 9. So 9. Yeah, it's hard. It is hard, bro, but it's worth it. Like I'm at the point now. Like right now, I haven't had sugar in a while. You know what I'm saying? I haven't had sugar in a while. Right now I'm eating this okra. I got okra water. I be drinking these coconut waters. If you can afford these and drink these every day, it's easy as hell to fast. And these got electrolytes, so this keep your body electrified and charged. But I'm eating okra. Okra got a lot of good benefits for the body, man. People been eating okras for like years. Our ancestors. You feel me? A lot of good benefits. And then you see how I make that slime, like that slime shit, that right there. I just add a little cayenne pepper to it and a little pinch of little pink salt, pink Himalayan sea salt. Like not even much. I ain't even have to put that shit in here. But that thickness right there, that's water, but it's like a gel. So it's like what you call structured water. We need structured water for our cells in our body, because that flat shit that you get from the store that be in a bottle, that's just flat water. That's not how water really is. Like that's not the structure of the water that's in your body. That's not the structure of the water that's in the fruit. You know what I'm saying? Or in a coconut. That structure is the same structure as the water that's in your body. You know what I'm saying? If you think about like how your blood is, how thick it is, like real liquid is gonna be thick. You know what I'm saying? That's what hydrates you. That structured water, it can get into your cells and hydrate your cells. The flat water, if you drink it, you pay attention, you drink it, you'll pee it right out. But if you eat it in a fruit, or if you drink it in coconut water, you don't just pee it right out. You could tell, like you feel the hydration and you feel more, I don't know, like your body's functioning. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no short circuiting. You know what I'm saying? Like we electrical beings, so we need water and electrolytes. And we can only get electricity from living foods. Sugar is like the opposite of that. Sugar is a killer. You know what I'm saying? That's why they call it sugar cane, like cocaine. It's addictive. But counting up your numbers, bro, 1989 is gonna make a 9. Shout out to all the 80s babies. I was almost an 80s baby. I was born in 91. But 1989 is a 9, and then 721 is a 3, right? So that make you a 3. You a life path number 3. So I mean, me and you together makes one because my life path is a 7. So saying my life path for 7, your life path for 3, 7 and 3 is 10 complete. You feel me? I don't know what the 3 represent. I know 3 is still like 1. You know what I'm saying? Because you need 1, 2, 3 to make 1. You know what I'm saying? Like 1, 2. Like if you do things repetitively, that third time is the charm. You know what I'm saying? You fast. You're gonna go on a fast for 3 days. You know what I'm saying? And that 72 hours is gonna make the difference. Like when you do things 3 times, it's some magic in that 3. You know what I'm saying? So 3 come together and make 1. You know, mother, father, and child. You know what I'm saying? Sun, moon, and stars. However you want to look at it. 3 make 1. Hey, but look, that's what I noticed too. I'm gonna end this stream and I'm gonna start another one, bro. I noticed that too. When I go to really saying something, I'm like, bro, I don't have no followers. People don't follow me. I don't know what the fuck. I trust the universe. I trust the Most High. Like, I don't know what's going on online, and I don't know how people be moving and what be going on behind these computer screens. But for sure, my lives, like sometimes I start a live and I say the wrong thing. I say the right thing, really. But to somebody else, they might feel like I'm saying the wrong thing. Cut my shit off. Or my shit is just go to tripping, bro. Is it still lagging? If it's still lagging, I'll reset it. Okay, yeah. Bet. Yeah, books are good. Books are good. I like books. I love books. Like I ain't gonna cap. I love books. I'm gonna read a little bit out of here if I'm not lagging. Okay, bet. I'm gonna read a little bit out of here. This is the Bhagavad Gita. This is an old text. This older than the Bible. People be like going to the Bible, but this book's way older than the Bible. The Bible just copied a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? And people just be emotional about the Bible because you know what I'm saying? Your grandmama had the Bible. You feel me? Your mama had the Bible. You know what I'm saying? They told you how to go to church, boy. So of course you're gonna feel some type of way. But you know what I'm saying? We gotta learn. They gave it to our people for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They're not gonna give our people nothing that's gonna free them. But even though books be good, we gotta live our own lives. We gotta use the book. Oh, it's 121. I might get up out of here. I gotta go. But I'm gonna read a little bit and I'm finna slide. But it's good to read books, gain a perspective of another person. But just like that person wrote a book and gave a perspective, you can write your own book and give your own perspective. Like just because somebody says something is right, don't mean that shit right. You gotta, intake the information, chew it up, digest it, and then you can see. You know what I'm saying? Like if you throw it back up, like, oh nah, that wasn't right. You feel me? Or if it go down good, easy, then you can, accept the information as your own or accept it as part of who you are. Other than that, people write books to sell books. You know what I'm saying? And if a person write a book and they ain't trying to get no money, then they're actually trying to help you. They're trying to give you some information. You know what I'm saying? Book be like $5 or some shit like that. Like, but good information. I'm in Florida, dog. Damn, you must be in California. 11:20. Oh yeah. Hey, they will beat your ass about Jesus. Don't say nothing about the Bible, bro. My dad did it the other day, bro. He in the living room. My grandma and her daughter, which is his sister, my auntie, and then her son. So this nigga got 3 generations on his ass, and he in there trying to talk about Jesus, and they got on his ass, boy. That nigga had to pack up his shit and he went back to his house. Cause like, boy, he went and saying, we gods too. And they was like, well, nigga, who you think you is? He said, who, me? They said, yeah, who you think you is? He said, I'm a god. Boy, I'm like, boy, why did you say that, boy? But I appreciate it because that sounds like some shit I would have said. Excuse me. I had caught a little cold, bro. But it's about going on. Thankfully. That's why I'm about to get out here in the sun right now and get the rest of it gone. Yeah, man. If people are in a delusion, they want you to be in the same delusion that they in so they don't feel crazy. Knowing damn well people be praying. And, a lot of times the shit don't work. I'm not saying that prayer don't work. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be arrogant and say that because prayer does work. But prayer should be your whole life. Your whole life should be a prayer. Your whole life should be sacred. Everything that you do, everything that you think about, every person that you come in contact with, you know what I'm saying? All the way down to having sex with somebody, it should be sacred and a prayer. Like people pray before they eat, but don't pray before they free. Like what? Like we just do stuff because somebody else told us to do stuff, but like you gotta do something that makes sense. Like do something like, man, it makes sense to do this. So I'm finna do it. Not because I grew up doing this shit, because you could grow up doing some stupid ass shit. Gotta be smart enough to know. Gotta cut back off them disposables. Damn, it's sad because it be people like you want to have a close relationship too, but then when you see the real for what it is and how they really feel about you, you be like, man. And then you can't take it personal either. You just be like, I got you. Like, but it's the whole title situation that be fucking me up. You know what I'm saying? Because you try to give a person a title like a grandmother, you know what I'm saying? But you don't have the energy the grandmother should have, or what I've seen other grandmothers, how they love on their grandchildren. Like, you don't have that for me. You know what I'm saying? If anything, you think I'm a child of the devil, but because you in the church and you listen to these gay ass, faggot ass, not even gonna shut my live off. But man, listen, niggas be gay, bro. And I'm not judging nobody, but I don't think that's of God. I don't think a man is supposed to be on another man, and I don't know. That ain't my business. But I don't think God, man. I don't know though, cause we could do whatever we want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like you got free will, do your thing. You know what I'm saying? As for me and my house, as for me and the people that I'm around, we're gonna be doing things closer to nature. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna fight against the nature of the wicked. Like if something just off and it's not prosperous and it's not righteous, I'm gonna stand against that because that's how the bullshit start. That's how sickness start. That's how deception start. Like, nah, we're gonna be clear over here. So look, I'm gonna read this. If it go black after I read this, then they just some fuck niggas. But I'm gonna go back a little bit and I'm gonna read into where I'm at. Okay, it said, having obtained real knowledge from a self-realized soul, you will never fall again into such illusion. For by this knowledge, you will see that all living beings are but a part of the Supreme. Or, in other words, that they are mine. So this was Krishna. This book is a conversation between Krishna and Arjuna. Krishna is the Christ, the realized being, the one, you know what I'm saying, God in the flesh. Arjuna is a human, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he's average, but he's a human, you know what I'm saying? He hasn't made it to his God self, but he's talking to God in the flesh, and they go into a battle. So he just basically, the whole time he having conversation, Arjuna asked him something like this, and then God kicked back, woody woo, woody woo. And he's like, okay. And he might not understand it, or he do understand it, or it take time for him to get it. But he'll kick it to him and he'll take it. Then he'll ask him another question. Then he'll kick him some more knowledge and he'll take it. And then like as he going through these different, battles and seeing he's fighting against, Arjuna is fighting against his family members, his moms, his dads, his uncles, his aunties, his cousins. He's fighting against people that he really loved. But he has to fight them. And he's trying to understand like why I gotta fight them. And what Krishna is telling him, like, it's okay. Just go ahead and kill them. Like, they ain't gonna die anyways. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're gonna die here on this plane, but it's a battle. We got to fight. You got to kill them. You know what I'm saying? Don't sweat it. Don't think about it. That's what they chose. And that's how you gotta look at it. How do I see God? In the mirror. In nature. In everything, man. Like when I see like a sound bowl, I got a sound bowl. But when I just see certain things, like just even the vibrations on the water and how the water just be rippling, you know what I'm saying? Or you see like a dragonfly up close, or you see like a butterfly up close or something like that. Or when you see different types of mushrooms and shit, you're like, nigga, it gotta be God, because who made this weird looking shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Like, I see God in everything, especially the ugly things or the weird things, It's not, God ain't no cookie cutter. Everything's supposed to be one, the same, and everybody following each other, talking the same, acting the same. Like, nah. Like, I see God as chaos. You know what I'm saying? Like, anything could go at any time, nigga. You better be ready. Fuck you mean? God will come punch you right in your shit, punch you in your mouth right now. What you gonna do? I see God come kiss you right now. What you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You can't put no cap on God, the Most High. I don't even like saying God, but that's the word that they gave us. But, supreme being, you know what I'm saying? I see God as me, you, her, him, anybody that's actually thinking for themselves and moving. You God. Okay. The result of receiving knowledge from a self-realized soul. That's what we're supposed to be doing while we're here. Realizing our soul. Realize it. Bring your soul fully into your body, because it's your aura field. So you don't want no holes in your aura. You want an aura like Ali Selassie. All praises due. You want an aura like the person they talk about in the book, Yahshua. You know what I'm saying? You want an aura like Malcolm, like Muhammad. You know what I'm saying? Like Krishna, like Buddha. You want an aura, and that's light in and around your body. Appreciate it, man. I hope it grow too. You feel me? Who knows? Right now, it's just one person in here. You feel me? So yeah, laughing emoji. I'm gonna finish reading this, and I'm gonna cut this shit off and go do what I need to do. But where I was. The result of receiving knowledge from a self-realized soul, or one who knows things as they are, is learning that all living beings are parts and parcels of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Sri Krishna. The sense of an existence separate from Krishna is called Maya. Ma, not ya, this, not this. Something that we have nothing to do with Krishna. That Krishna is only a great historical personality and the absolute and that the absolute is the impersonal Brahman. Factually, as it is stated in the Bhagavad Gita, this impersonal Brahman is the personal effulgence of Krishna. Krishna, as the supreme personality of Godhead, is the cause of everything. In the Brahma Samhita, that's another book, it is clearly stated that Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead, the cause of all causes. Even the millions of incarnations are only, I was about to say incarnations. Incarnations, meaning, when he jumps into a different body, are only his different expansions. Similarly, the living entities are also expansions of Krishna. The Mayavidi philosophers wrongly think that Krishna loses his own separate existence in his many expansions. This thought is material in nature. We have experience in the material world that a thing, when fragmentedly distributed, loses its own original identity. But the Mayavedi philosophers fail to understand that absolute means that 1 plus 1 is equal to 1. Bro, Eddie Griffin said that a long time ago, bro. Eddie Griffin said that. He said 1 plus 1 is 1. Okay. And that 1 minus 1 is also equal to 1. This is the case in the absolute world. That makes sense. Meaning all things are connected. You know what I'm saying? Energy is only transferred. Christ can show up in multiple different forms and multiple different ways. It's going to manifest itself. The unification of God, light, it can embody itself in many different ways. And you can't add to it or take from it because it is. It already is. It's only an illusion to think that you can. Although we are separate parts of Krishna, meaning we all are different parts of the body of Christ. Like, you got your own light, you got your own light, she got her own light, he got his own light. But it's all still the light of Christ. Although we are separated parts of Krishna, we are nevertheless not different from him. The bodily difference of the living entities is Maya, or not actual fact. We are not, meaning our bodies, this little flesh suit is not real. It's not real. It's an illusion. It's an appearance. We are all meant to satisfy Krishna. By Maya alone, Arjuna thought that the temporary bodily relationship with his kinsman was more important than the eternal spiritual relationship with Krishna. So Arjuna, the soldier, the human in the story, thought it was more important that his relationship with his brothers, the people that he grew up with, the people that he knows, is his development with the Most High. And he was wrong. And that's what Krishna was telling him, like, your connection to them is not real. Connection to God is real. Stop playing with yourself. Is not a word, Mari. The living entities, as separate parts and parcels of the Supreme, have a purpose to fulfill. Having forgotten that purpose since time immemorial, they are situated in different bodies as men, animals, demigods, etc. Such bodily differences arise from forgetfulness of the transcendental service of the Lord. But when one is engaged in transcendental, oh, my battery getting low. Yeah, I'm definitely how to cut this off. All right, I'm about to slide up out of here. Yeah, I'm at an hour 2. Hold on. Oh man, okay. But when one is engaged in transcendental service through Krishna consciousness, which is Christ consciousness, one becomes at once liberated from this illusion. One can acquire such pure knowledge only from the bona fide spiritual master, and thereby avoid the delusion that the living entity is equal to Krishna. Perfect knowledge is that the Supreme Soul, Krishna, is the supreme shelter for all living entities. And giving up such shelter, the living entities are deluded by the material energy, imagining themselves to have a separate identity. Thus, under different standards of material identity, they become forgetful of Krishna. When, however, such deluded living entities become situated in Krishna consciousness, Christ consciousness, it is to be understood that they are on the path of liberation, as confirmed in the Bhagavatam. Liberation means to be situated in a constitutional position as an eternal servitor of Krishna consciousness. So it's saying no matter what body that you came here in, no matter what body that you're utilizing, we all came here for the same purpose, to serve Christ consciousness. And if that ain't the truth, I don't know what is. Thank you. This book is very powerful. I done had a few copies of this. Indian people be outside saying Hare Krishna, and then they be giving out these books. They be trying to sell them too. Them niggas hustlers for real. I like Indian women, bro, but I think I want an African, Ethiopian. Bethlehem, where you at, baby? Man, listen. Have a good day. Share the live. You don't have to follow me. I don't want no followers. You don't have to subscribe to my page. Don't none of that matter to me. What matters is the message, and the message is this right here. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. This right here. Heart of Christ. Heart of Christ. You know what I'm saying? Christ. Yeah. My baby's painted them, so I put them on the wall. And they put little googly eyes on them. They got them. They both picked them out. Went to the dollar store. They both picked them out. One of my baby pick a heart. She always pick a heart. And my oldest daughter, she picked the cross. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no Christian, but it symbolized God and it symbolized the body, whatever. But they both painted them and they put eyes on them. So I put them up there. But yeah, it's like God is always watching, and not just some person in the sky sitting there watching everything that you're doing. God is you. So you always watching what you do. So don't do no weird shit. Don't do no lame shit. When you think nobody ain't watching, don't do no foul shit. Don't do wrong to nobody. Be a stand-up person, man. Be a man of your word. With that being said, I gotta go. I got other things to do today. I'm gonna be back on as soon as I can be, sharing, kicking information, kicking a bobo. Peace. Y'all be well. Thank you, Brody. Have a good day, Brody.